Well, good evening and welcome to my channel. My name is Faye and this is Fairy Floss Creates, a channel all about cross stitching and crafting and lots of other nice things that I get up to. So I'm here today to tell you all about my 2023 plans. Now I know it's been a week already and I'm a bit late to this party, but I don't know if you can hear, but I've still had a bit of a sore throat and I've not had a voice, so I've not really been able to do any filming. So I'm here now just to do a quick run through really of the things that I want to get up to in 2023. So first things first, I will talk about my whips, or not my whips, but things that I want to finish in 2023. I've got a lot, I've got about 15 or 16 whips on the go, I think, at the moment, which is quite high for me. However, I know that there's a few things that I would quite like to get finished this year. I've got some new starts I want to do. So I've not really made any goals as such because I know that I won't stick to them. I don't like to put pressure on myself. At the end of the day, cross stitching is my hobby. I don't ever want to think that I'm under pressure with deadlines and things which aren't really there. But I've picked 5 things out that I think would be nice to get completed by the end of this year. So they are, firstly, so I've got my notes down here because I just can't remember everything. Banyan cat, which I'll pop a little picture up here. Now this, you don't see much of this. I keep it hidden on my Instagram because it is a gift for somebody. But it actually needs to get gifted this year. So it would be really, really nice to finish Banyan cat and get that sent to the person or given to the person that it's going to. So that is number 1. Number 2, I would like to complete Nutcracker Village. I think this is doable. I'm hoping that I can perhaps get a shop done every month. And I've got 8 shops to go, so technically that'd be Nutcracker Village done by August. And then it'd be ready to stitch up and finish for a new Christmas decoration, well not decoration, new Christmas display next year. The third one I'd quite like to finish is Bubbly, which is a kit from excuse me, Bothy Threads or Bothy Threads, and it's a barrel cut design which I really like. I started it, I've got a tiny bit wrong on it somewhere, so I really just need to pull it out, fix it, because it probably won't take 5 minutes to do, and then just carry on with it because it's a really cool design and I'd really like to have it finished so I can get it put up. The next one on my list is what's it called? It's the diner. It's a Mill Hill kit and it's a diner, and literally all I need to do is bead this and it's done. So that's like my easy one on the list. That's like my quick win, shall we say. I would like to finish that so it can go get framed and go on one of my bookshelves. And now this is one that I would like to finish, whether I will or not, though it might be a nice little challenge to set myself. I would like to finish October Opal Fairy. I've been working on this for like 2 years now. At least, well, no, probably not, no, only 2 years, but still, like, it's such a beautiful piece. And Cross Stitch Midwife, if you follow her on Instagram, she completed it ages ago. And she was monogamous stitcher back then, I think. And she just fired through it. And it just looks amazing. And I've got no excuse, really. I just need to get on with it and do it. It's just putting myself to do it. I think it's because there's a lot of counting involved. It's on quite a sparkly even weave, which sometimes is quite hard to work on, and I'm just making up excuses to never finish the thing. So maybe, because obviously my birthday is in October, like imagine if I could finish it by October. We shall see. Um, That's like the wild card on the list. But yeah, they're the things I'd quite like to finish this year. And then that clears the way for some new starts as well. However, that hasn't stopped me from doing some new starts anyway. And that's the next thing I'm going to get onto is my 4 new starts that I'd quite like to do this year. I mean, I'm sure there'll be more down the line, but these are like the big ones. I got the pattern for Magwayan, which is Bella Filipina, and I've ordered the fabric for it, and I'm just collecting together all the threads for it. And I think this might be my first Bella Filipina start. I would really, really like to try one of his patterns. They look absolutely beautiful stitched up. So yeah, I thought I'd go. I did buy one of his mermaids. Is it something of Maiden of Tubataha or Mermaid of Tubataha? Which I really like, and I'm gonna do it still. But then when Magwayan came out, just the colourways in that were absolutely beautiful. So yeah, I would like to get started on her. The next new start I actually started yesterday, and that is Cat Alphabet from Heaven and Earth Designs by, oh, I can't remember. She's called Irene Garishova. I can't remember her surname, but she's called Irene anyway. And it's so cool. It's like a whole alphabet of cats. And Luke has been asking me to start this one for absolutely ages. So now I've bobbinated all my CXCs. I was ready to go. And I'm going to do a little bit more of that later on. My next, I don't know if this is a big new start or what, but it's a bit of a challenge. I've got Mini A Starry Night, which is another Heaven and Earth design. I am going to pop these pictures up at the side so you can see them all. So Mini Starry Night is by Randall Spangler, and it's gorgeous. I think it's absolutely beautiful. Now, inspired by Amy Taylor, she's doing one of her Heaven and Earth designs on something really tiny like 32 count and doing tent stitch. So when I looked at this, I thought, you know what, that might be quite nice to try. So I ordered the fabric 32 easy count from Cross and Crafts, and it's like a really small piece. It only cost me about £6 for the fabric, and it's 32 count, and I am going to try and do it tent stitch and just see how it turns. Now, it could be a disaster. It might just put me off stitching for life. I mean, who knows? But I'm going to give it a go anyway and just see if I enjoy stitching it that small, how it will turn out. And then my final, well, I say final, there'll be more down the line, but my big new start this year is going to be my chatelaine Castle Moyland. Now, I've had this sitting and waiting, gosh, since 2021, I think, and I've just not had the guts to get it out and start it. So, lovely Gretchen, a friend of mine, she is starting a chatelaine as well this year. So I was like, do you think we could start them on the same day? And then I might actually have a reason to start it and, you know, get it going. And so we're going to plan a day together where we get together and we start our chatelaines, which is so exciting. I love Castle Moyland. I think it's absolutely beautiful, and I'd love to go and visit Castle Moyland as well. It looks like an amazing place. So yeah, that's my 4 what I call big new starts. Now, I do have a ton of little charts as well that I do need to start working my way through, but we'll come on to that a little bit later. So the next thing on my list is organisation. I'm going to make a effort this year to just get a bit more organised with my stuff. I spent the whole first week of 2023 bobbinating a whole set of CXCs, and it was actually really satisfying, and it was actually really great just to have them all in one box that just sits next to me in the settee. And I just thought, you know what, how easy is this now? I can just grab whatever Haid I'm working on and all my CXCs are there. And now I'm contemplating, do I do this with a set of my DMCs as well? Or do I just keep my DMCs as they are in their floss? Cat, hello Marley. In their floss bags. Whiskers. That's right, move the camera. Thank you very much. There you go. Marley says Happy New Year to you all. And I'm just looking at his bum. So he, not he, me, I am going to finally sort out my DMCs this year. I'm not quite sure what that's going to look like yet, but I just need, oh, don't look at me like that, you're beautiful. I just need to start getting more organised. I need to go to my stash, be able to grab what I need and be able to get started on new things rather than having to just trawl through everything. So yeah, that's the plan. I'm starting to get organised. And also I've got an absolute drawer full of magazine kits that I've not got around to yet. So I have got a bit of a plan for this, which I'm going to come back to you with on a later video. But yeah, there's definitely going to be a bit of a de-stash. Not a de-stash, but well, maybe a de-stash, I don't know. Trying to dwindle down everything a bit, neaten it all up a little bit, and just be raring to go really on whatever I choose to stitch on. Because yeah, I've got so much stuff I want to do, and I think part of the reason I just stick to the same things all the time is because they're ready and they're waiting for me. And so yeah, I need to move on with some of those and then open up the door to new projects. So that's organisation. The next topic I'm going to cover is other crafts. Because as you know, I don't always just do cross stitch. Last year I discovered cantha stitching, which I absolutely, please just sit down, which I absolutely love to do. I think it's just such a beautiful thing, and I've started collecting lots of little shiny bits for it, and just all the sparkles, all the glitter, all the sequins, all the mirrors, and I'm gonna just start some new cantha projects this year. I've also bought a book on sashiko, which is a Japanese style stitching, and that is in my plans of something new to do in 2023. Will I touch, sorry, cat, well, you don't tip the camera, thank you. Will I touch my crochet, my knitting or my crochet? I'm not quite sure yet. That never seems to go very well for me. Maybe 2024 will be my year of getting the needles back out again. And embroidery, I've got so many embroidery patterns I want to do, so many things I want to try and design myself. So that is going to be something else on the list, and hopefully something, so there's cat hairs just floating down now, hopefully something that you will see on this channel in the coming year. And finally, on my other crafts is my art. Tomorrow I'm starting another art class. It's the same as the one that I did last term. It is the beginner's guide to painting and drawing, and it's the same teacher, but because I've already done half a term, she's going to introduce me to new techniques and things. So yeah, I'm looking forward to doing some videos on my artwork as well. I mean, I understand that that's not everybody's cup of tea. I have been told by people, thank you, Ellie, I don't like the bits that you don't stitch, but you know, it is what it is. I really want to share all my creativity with you. So, you know, if you don't like my art videos, you know, you just skip those and watch me stitching ones. It's completely up to you. So that is my other crafts. And my journaling as well, actually. That's one thing I've forgotten. I've now got my lovely stitching journal as well, which I'm keeping on to. I am so inspired by watching journaling YouTubes at the moment. I think I will probably do a journaling update towards the end of this month, just to show you the kind of stuff I do journal. I'm not like a bit massive I want to be. I want to be a crazy journaler, but I just don't have the time in the day to do all these things. And the next thing on my list of plans for this year is my stash enhancement. I love that expression. Stitcherlin uses that expression a lot. And to start off, I've already completed one of these goals already, was to treat myself to the full set of CXCs. If you're wondering why I've bought CXCs over DMCs, because I know there's like controversy about them being cheaper and not as good, I really like using CXCs for full coverage, for my Heaven and Earth designs. As you probably realise from my Hade Stash dive, I've got a bit of an obsession with cat Hades at the moment, and I'd quite like to stitch every cat Hade that there is ever and have a whole cat Hade wall in my house, which Luke doesn't really know about yet, but he'll soon find out when they go up. But they're quite commitment Hades, aren't they? And they can cost quite a lot of money if you were using DMCs, and to get the whole set of CXCs for like £39 is just amazing, really. So yeah, I got the full set of CXCs as a little Christmas present to myself, and I spent the whole of last week just bobbinating. To be honest, I was feeling so ill and run down, stitching wasn't really happening for me, so bobbinating was great. If you're not feeling well enough to stitch, get yourself some bobbins, get your scrappy threads and just bobbinate. It's just nice. I also this year would like to build upon my collection of classic colourwork threads. I've got a few, and I really like them. I like using them. I love the feel of them. I am stitching a lot of, what are they called? My gosh. Country cottage needlework, like the Nutcracker Village. A lot of those designs use classic colourwork. So I thought it'd be quite nice to just enhance that stash a bit and just get a few more colours as I go. So what I do is, if I'm buying stuff off Lakeside and I've not quite made the £25 free postage, then I just add 3 or 4 classic colourworks colours onto the end, and that gives me the free postage and packaging, and it just gives my stash a little bit of a boost as well. I'm not aiming to get the whole set this year, but just the colours that call to me. I'll go through on my excuse me, designs and see if there's any that I need for the things that I've got in my pattern stash, and just keep building it from there. Alongside classic colourworks, I'd quite like to get more of a variety of some of the specialty threads, so I can start using them. I do love the fuzzy stuff, and I've got a couple of those already, and I'd quite like to get a few extra colours, some oranges for Halloween, for like fluffy pumpkins and things, and maybe some greens so I can make fluffy Christmas trees, and I don't know, just fluffy things, you know. So yeah, it'd be nice to get some extra different threads throughout the year as well, and just be more creative. Because if I'm doing my embroidery as well, if I'm doing cantha, it'd be nice to try out lots of different styles and just be a bit more exploratory. And also, is that my whole stash enhancement? Apparently that's all I'm doing this year. It's all about the threads. So yeah, maybe 2023 is the year of the rabbit and the year of the threads. And maybe next year I'll move back onto fabrics and boost my fabric stash again. Let's just see. Who knows? So Flosstube Plans this year. That's my next topic here. I've really enjoyed doing Flosstube in 2022. I know I've been a bit on and off with it from doing my masters and stuff, but now that's all over and done with. Like, I've got some really fun plans. I had like loads of videos I wanted to film in the Christmas holidays when I had time, but alongside having time, I also had this horrible lurking, so I didn't get any of the fun stuff done that I wanted to do. So over the next few weeks, now my voice is getting there, I'm going to try and do a few more videos that I was hoping to do before all this started off. So yeah, much more. I'd like to do more regular videos. I'd like to come to you with my fortnightly Flosstube updates, but then also in the in-betweens, maybe do some of my arty journaly videos, do some more cozy crafty vlogs, please let me know in the comments below if there's any videos you'd like me to do. So I love trying out new things. I'm happy to experiment. So please don't ask me to do like a full-on cordon bleu cooking video, because that probably won't go very well. But yeah, if you want me to try anything new in my videos, then please just let me know in the comments below. I've got some more stash dive videos that I'd like to do, and I also want to take you on a grand tour of my bookshelves, not just my stitchy books, but also, as I am a librarian, come and see my children's books, my classics, my everything, my bird watching books, my travel books. Come and see what I own. There's going to be a few little fun bits coming on this channel this year, which isn't necessarily my usual stitchiness, but just come along. I feel like I know you guys now. I feel like we've been together so long, it's time that I started sharing some other aspects of my life with you as well, and I hope you'd like me to do that too. So then next is my Fairy Floss Creates Designs. I did launch my one and only pattern last year. Time is of the essence, and there isn't much of it, and I've got so many more plans for designs. So hopefully in 2023 I might be a bit stricter with myself and actually dedicate my time to actually sitting down at my laptop. I hate sitting at computers, but sitting down at my laptop and getting some of my art transferred into stitchy designs. That is really me. As I'm doing all these art classes now, and I'm just getting so inspired by other people, I want to really start exploring my creative side a bit more and bringing things out to you. So yeah, that's a little plan. That's my little seed that I'm hoping will grow into a big tree, a big Etsy tree. That'd be nice. So we'll see how that goes. And then finally, the most important part of 2023 is my social aspect of stitching. What are my plans for the year? Where am I going to be? What am I going to do? So yesterday I hosted our third Show Up and Stitch at the South Bank Centre, which was absolutely lovely. There was 9 of us went, and we sat for about 4 or 5 hours, and we stitched, and we went and got nice food, and we snacked, and we just chatted about cross stitch, about what's on TV, all the other, it was just really nice. It's a really nice group of people. If you do live in or near the London area and you would like to join us at the next one, then that will be on the 19th of February. A little bit later next month because I've got 100 other things I need to do in February apparently. But we would love to have you. It's such a lovely, relaxed, friendly group. It doesn't cost you a penny. It just costs you your train or bus fare to get to the South Bank. When you're there, you can either bring a packed lunch with you, or you can get food from the places round and about. And it's just a really nice thing. We all have different styles. Some people bring things like mirrors, some people stitch birthday cards, some people stitch everything is lovely. Also, this year I'm booked onto 3 retreats, which I'm very excited about. My first one will be in Wrexham, which is being run by Stitcherlin and Gina, and that's in June. And when we go there, we're going to also be going to the Nimble Thimble and Create Nostalgia. So there's going to be a lot of shopping there. So there's going to be some really good haul videos after that one, hopefully. Says the person that isn't going to enhance her stash this year. So that's exciting. And then I've got a place on the Essex Needles Retreat, which is in September, and that's up at Stansted Airport, which I'm also going to next week for the Stitch and Chat event, which is a day event, which I'm really looking forward to, because Stansted isn't that far for me to get to as well. And then when you don't have a car, you've got to like really assess if you can get to places on trains and stuff. So yeah, if it's at Stansted, it's easy because everybody needs to get there. And then in the October half term, I've also got myself a place on the NoBAM Stitching Retreat at Northampton, which I've been to a few times before. So I will be taking you to all those retreats with me on this channel, and I'll film little mini vlogs like I did at the last one. There might be a bit more footage this time, I don't know. We'll just see where the mood takes us. And then finally, the shows I'm going to this year. It's my usual shows. So there's the stitching show coming up in March. I might do a vlog for that one. It does get super busy though. It is a bit crazy. And it's a tiny venue. So we'll see. I'll film a bit of footage and just see how I feel during the day. The Festival of Quilts I'll be taking you to. I'll be staying overnight for that one because it's in Birmingham. And I stayed overnight last year in the Easy Hotel and it was really nice. So I think I will film that one and turn it into a proper vlog. And then in October, it's the Knitting and Stitching Show at Ali Pali. And as I only live like 10 minutes away from Ali Pali, then it'd be rude not to go there. So yeah, that's all my plans for the next for 2023. So I'm really excited to share these plans with you. I'm really excited for you to be coming with me on this journey. Thank you so much for your likes and subscribes and your comments. And please, if you haven't already, do like and subscribe. I love coming on this channel and sharing things with you and chatting with you. And I'm just so happy tonight that my voice has felt okay and I've been able to come on and share with you all my plans for the year. So in the meantime, have a great week. I'll be back next Sunday with my usual update. Keep smiling, keep stitching, and I shall see you soon. Bye.